some customers visited your advertisement or campaign, and what we can do, we can take the customer details and we can follow up with the customers, and we have to clear the doubts. If the customer is having any doubts, we have to clear that, and we have to, like, if the customer wants any discounts, we have to provide those kind of support. And finally, up to we will support to the customers up to they'll buy the product. Till they buy the product, we'll give the support and we'll maintain the customer. And moreover, if you take any product, not only car, if you take laptop, if you take car, if you take like fridge, washing machine, whatever it is, any product, there's majorly three things. One is manufacturing, one is selling, and the third one is service. These are the main three things. If you take any product, manufacturing, selling, providing service. And manufacturing, we can leave it because that is not related to the customer. Okay, business will maintain the data, so that is not related to the customer. Now, sales and service. These are two things which we can interact with the customers. So up to sales, we have to store the data, we have to follow up with the customer till they buy the product, and we have to support, we have to provide the support to the customer. Once the customer bought the product, then we will provide the service to the customer. Service is also very important. For example, if you want to buy something, if you heard something like they don't have a service, then obviously we don't buy the product, right? Service is also very important concept. Now, sales and service will totally interact with the customers. So we have to maintain that sales information and service information into Salesforce. We can track under the customer. So which product he bought and what are the services, what are the options, what are the contract, and everything we have to maintain in Salesforce. Is it clear? Any questions?
Yes, sir. But there is a small doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
How secure my data is? Like, I'm storing all my details in my in this cloud storage. How secure it is? Like, another Salesforce employee can access my data, no?
No. Actually, if you store the data in your license, Salesforce provides you one 15-digit ID. Okay? With that ID, like, we have to log into the system. Then only that particular login will interact with that ID. There is an interlinking. So the data which we are storing in the cloud, there is a table, right? Table means where we are the place where we are storing the data. The table is linking with this ID. Whenever we are logging, it will authenticate that table and it will fetch the data from your database. You cannot fetch any other another org data.
The management of Salesforce, they can't access our data. That means
the management will have the access, but they never access. But it's like we have a GDPR guidelines across the globe. But because obviously, like for example, if you take any banks is a very, very secure data. Definitely they have a question. If I store that my data in your database, how secure? How it is secure? Like they have, or like usually while accessing the applications, they provide a 3-layer security, like password, OTP, and email authentication, and Salesforce authenticates a 4-level security. So they provide a 4-level security. So if you authorize all these levels, then only you can able to access the data.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Fine.
And moreover, if you see the last from 2014 onwards, I think every year they won the best award in the security point of view. Salesforce wants that.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions? Anyone having any questions so far?
Yes, sir. I have one doubt.
Okay.
Like when we purchase platform as a service, we have to also purchase infrastructure as a service. It's mandatory.
It's interlinking. Like there is no separate point of database one point and infrastructure one point and software service. There's a package actually. So if you buy the license, based on your license, they'll provide the database storage also.
Okay.
And if you see the graph here, the last from the last 8 to 10 years, so the growth of the Salesforce, if you see here, along with the SAP, Oracle, So like approximately like average of 16.8% like growth in CRM applications from like the people are using. If you know, like Google is using Salesforce, like Facebook is using Salesforce, and like there's so many big clients also using Salesforce. There's a very big click clients. So like from the next 8 to 10 years, Salesforce will not have any competitors. See, few months back, they have some competitors with Salesforce. Salesforce acquired those competitors, so there is no point of like competency here.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Manikanta.
Yep.
So presently, I am doing the MuleSoft integration job.
Okay.
So is it better to move from MuleSoft to Salesforce?
Yeah, MuleSoft, even MuleSoft is also acquired by Salesforce.
Yes.
Like, yeah, so definitely, like if you are interested in the coding background, like or development scope kind of thing, definitely like there is a good choice, or you can move it.
Okay, so is MuleSoft is competitor for Salesforce?
No, so competitor means there's an opposite companies, right? But MuleSoft is a part of the Salesforce.
Yes.
Salesforce acquired, so there is no point of
So
competition here.
can I consider this Salesforce as integration tool or some other developing tool?
Salesforce is a like application or like implementation tool, like as like Java.NET. What are the things you can do in the Java.NET? The same thing you can do it in the Salesforce also.
Okay,
You can
it's
build
not related to
applications.
integration tool, right?
Yes, you
Okay,
can do the integrations also, but that is not a like limited to integration. We can do applications, we can do websites, we can do pages, everything we can do in Salesforce.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Sir, how much
Yes.
data can we store in the Salesforce? Means there is any limit, or if
Yeah, definitely there is a limit, but that depends on our edition, which we purchase from license. We have different editions actually. Professional edition, developer edition, unlimited edition. These are some editions based on the license, which we purchase from Salesforce. They'll provide the storage limits.
okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. And Salesforce, we are using, as I said, like we are using Apex. There's a language called Apex, APEX. Apex is a backend technology, which it is quite similar to the OOPS concepts, like creating a classes, creating variables, methods, and everything. We can do in the Apex language. And front end, earlier we used to have a Visual Force pages to design the front end. Visual Force, that means it's a markup language similar to HTML to design the front end. So Visual Force page. Next, they'll come up with the Lightning Aura components. So Lightning Aura components. After that, again, they'll like simplify that Aura components, and now we are using Lightning Web components. So these are the like frameworks which we can use to build a front end user interface. But all the three front ends backend will be the same. That is an Apex.
Sir, by seeing this graph, is it SAP is declining?
So declining means like they're constantly like doing that, but as compared to the Salesforce, this is the Salesforce comparison graph. That is why it is like showing on the down. But if you take the Oracle graph only, then it will like the year by year growth they'll mention. But as compared to the Salesforce, it is down. That means Salesforce is having more clients compared to the Oracle itself. Yep.
Okay. What could be this market share of Salesforce compared with Oracle and SAP and
I'm not pretty much sure about how much sure, like it's a like global company, right? So it is not limited to the only India or some other country. I'm not particular about. If you need that information, I'll check and I'll let you know.
No, because no. So when we are in the Salesforce and creating CRLs for somebody, we would like to know that what could be the actual market share. So is it by seeing that numbers, then we could feel that yeah, is it a relevant course for me to understand?
Definitely, like yeah. I'll check in the Salesforce website and I'll send it. Meanwhile, you can check.
That could really, yeah, that could really help us to know choose Salesforce.
Sure, definitely. I'll check
you.
and I'll update you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, the learning point of view of the Salesforce, basically, as I said, like we will teach like admin. Admin means configuration changes like point and clicks, no point of code, and then development. That is Apex. Then integrations, like integration means interacting with the external systems. Next, we have a lightning. These are the things which we need to discuss. And the first, admin, basically in Salesforce, admin thinks as more than development, because day by day Salesforce are like thinking like, so they'll reduce the coding. So because if you have more coding and less configuration options, the people might write a junk code. Not everyone, like some people might write a junk code. So in irrespective of that logic, like, so for example, if you want to achieve some coding or some functionality, maybe I can write 10 lines. Maybe some people can write 15-20 lines to achieve that. So there's a like developer to developer, like there's a huge difference. So to avoid such kind of junk things, so Salesforce introduces more and more options on the configuration to achieve all the things. So mostly we can achieve through configuration stuff. Beyond that, if the customer is asking more than that, then we can go for coding. So for admin, it will take 20 to 25 days. And after that, we'll start development. It will take 15 to 20 days. Then we have integration and lightning. So these are the like structure of Salesforce course.
See, does one should require to learn all the 4 courses?
Depends. So for example, if you want to do the job only Salesforce admin, then you can stop after admin. So if you want to as a core developer, then you must learn all these 4.
Okay, as a package, then we should, if we can well equipped with all these, so we could call as a perfect Salesforce.
Right.
Okay, client. Okay. So totally that would take 2 months time.
Right.
Okay.
And moreover, Salesforce provides a trail account for our practice. So day-to-day classes, we have to practice on the trail account. We can create a trail account with free of cost. The trail account is exact same replica of a real-time Salesforce or like real-time orgs, real-time accounts. I will show, while teaching the classes, I will show you the real-time environments, my company environment, like orgs, how we licensed version looks like, and how we got the requirements, and how we implemented, and what are the tools we are using, how we delivered that, like how the end client is using that applications. I will show you all the things. Any other questions? Anyone having any other questions?
Sir, finally, question from my end to inhibit all the doubts. See, does it age is a criteria to learn any kind of the Salesforce courses?
Sorry,
Or
come again?
does age is the limit for any to learn this course? Or no, face the future interviews, that age can be criteria, or up to any what age they can consider?
Actually, in IT, not only the Salesforce, in the IT industry, there is no part of age. Okay?
Only content matters.
Yeah, up to your talent. So if you are having more stuff, then if you are 8 years old also, there is no issue. So only the thing is, we need the technical skills. We have to update our skills every day.
So perfectly, we wake up well equipped with the knowledge.
Yeah. For example, for the 6 years back, there's a Visualforce page. I'm developing a Visualforce page. If I be the Visualforce page only, so now today, like they introduces Lightning Aura components, Lightning Web components. If I update the skills, then only I can survive. If I stick with the Visualforce page only, no one will consider me.
Okay.
Right? So we have to, every day we have to update our skills.
So the whole concept is then how quickly we could able to learn the concept, and how quickly we could able to communicate.
We can deliver, yes.
Yes. Okay. Understood. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And usually, like some of the people, like they ask me, like for example, they have some gap after their education, like maybe like they'll put 2 years, 3 years experience on Salesforce, and they'll start trying the jobs. Yeah, definitely you can able to try, but the thing is, so for example, you are putting 3 years of experience. So companies are expecting a 3 years experience guy. They are treating you as 3 years experience guy. So that much content you have to learn. So that means you have to practice more and more. As compared to the fresher, you have to practice more and more. So you can able to like tell on the fingertips on the Salesforce concepts. So, and also they're expecting so you know about the tools or real-time environments and everything. So That is why, like in Sun Space Cloud, we will show you everything. It is a real time. Like my client company, I will show you that real time org and tools and everything. I'll challenge you guys. Like if you take any other institute in the like Amirpet or whatever the institute is, no one will show you that real time environments. No one will show you real time data. No one will show you how they get the requirements. How will show you how they deliver the things.
And sir,
Only-
if we are mentioning the 3 years experience,
Yep.
Customer won't ask about the certification. Why don't you get from last 3 years?
Yeah,
Like that.
definitely they'll ask you that. Definitely they'll ask you that. So we have to provide the proper justification.
Like,
So either see that must be genuine. Like, yeah, I don't know why we are not writing certification means the one thing is my company will not like provide the reimbursement. That is why I'm not taking that. The second thing is my company doesn't require the certifications. My client doesn't require the certifications. Those kind of reasons that must be genuine. Like,
okay, sir. Okay.
Hello.
yes.
So can't we go on a fresher with these knowledge? We have to keep some experience of at least 2 to 3 years.
Frankly, like yes, you can go with as a fresher, but the chance is very less. For example, if you have 100 positions in the markets for Salesforce, 4 to 5 positions is for freshers, and the remaining 95 is for experienced people. That is how in the current market.
So we can't survive with the fresher.
We can survive. As I said, like right, we have a 4 to 5 positions, but you have to be strong. You have to be clear that rounds, like you have to like expose yourself, like in the technical interview point of view. So that's where like they'll select you, like so as compared to the other. So we have to like, but it will take some time as compared to the experienced people. But definitely you'll get a job, but it will take some time.
Okay, thank you.
Hello,
Yes.
this is Krishna.
Yeah. Hi.
In which region Salesforce has many branches in India?
Sorry.
In which region Salesforce has many branches in India, like in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune?
Salesforce offices you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, Salesforce office. We have many like locations, like in Hyderabad, Pune, and Noida. We have, but mostly like Hyderabad is only a there is no development point of view here. There's a support the teams they have in Hyderabad office, I think. Any other questions?
Hello.
Yes.
So in this course, we are going to learn Lightning Aura component or Lightning Web component.
Lightning Aura components.
Okay, and how much time it will take to learn?
So it's a continuation, like we cannot expect, like, so maybe like while see the order is here, admin, development, integration, then Lightning Aura, right? So sometimes the admin or development, it will take 3-4 days more that way. Usually it will take 2 weeks of time.
Okay, I just said like Lightning Web component is the latest, right?
Yeah.
But we are going to learn Lightning Aura component.
Yes.
Okay.
Lightning Web Components, basically they have a different batch actually. So that requires some JavaScript and everything. That's why we make it as we split into that different one. So this class we used to go teach admin, config, development, integration, and Lightning Aura.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that's all for today, guys. And we'll connect tomorrow, and we'll show you some interesting things in tomorrow class. And tomorrow also a demo class. I will show you how we can create a trial account, how we can do the things and everything. And from Monday onwards, we will start the actual classes. Is everyone clear?
Thank you, Prasad. Thank you for taking the note.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Sure. Yeah.
Can we confirm what is the timings? Because classes. Morning 8 to 9, I'm not able to attend the classes. So
Maybe you can check with the team. Okay, after the class, they'll call you, or you can call them. So they'll guide you that. And moreover, guys, I want to tell you one more thing.
okay.
And you have to practice every day, day to day. And if you have any questions or doubts, don't hesitate to ask me. Like which language you're comfortable, either English or Telugu, I'm fine. But make sure you're clear on the concepts, basics. Try to practice more and ask